Hey, this is another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I give my opinion on what I am viewing, what the media and the mainstream puts in front of us. I'm just giving my opinion on what I'm seeing. So I did want to just touch base on this lady. Her name is Karol G. Okay, that's Karol G here. So Karol G recently won an award with Nicki Minaj over Cardi B and Megan The Stallion, their WAP song, which a lot of people were all shocked and surprised. So because they were making such a big deal of her, I figured, of course, I never heard of her before. Why would she win over Cardi B and Megan like everyone else was stating? Obviously, everything is rigged, and they wanted us to get to know who this lady is for some reason. They're throwing her out in the mainstream. So right off the back, I showed people that I knew, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, what's Khloe doing?" And I'm like, "That's not Khloe Kardashian. That's Karol G." But it's funny that she spells Karol with a K, just like how Khloe and everyone has their name starts with a K. So yeah, I mean, let's start from the beginning of where I said let's investigate. Let's get a little investigation in before I just jump to. And mind you, YouTube gave me a really hard time. They gave me a really hard time uploading that last video with Miranda and April. So now I'm just like literally just taking the video from my phone instead of trying to do it the way how I was always doing my videos. It just would not upload the sound for some reason. Then I deleted that, tried to upload again, and the sound was not there. I redid the video and the sound was still not there. Then once it finally did upload, it kept going private. It wouldn't let no one view it. So I don't know what was going on. It never did that with any of my videos. But I think once I started to expose, I guess, white people, they didn't like it. They didn't mind me uploading all these black videos. But once I got over into this town, it was like, you're not uploading none of this. But yeah, I finally was able to upload that last video and move on to this one. But it literally took me hours. And I'm like, that was so annoying because it always takes me like 20-30 minutes to do everything, and it took me hours just to upload a video. So now I'm gonna move on to this video and give you my investigations on Karol G possibly playing a role. I believe she is the secondary role, made up character, and Khloe is the original character, obviously. And we're going to see all the coincidences and some similarities of these two ladies that they are stating are two different people. So this is supposed to be Karol G and her sister, and I just want you to hear some of her background. Usually in their interviews, they usually give out all the clues in their interviews. You don't even have to really dig for a lot of interviews because it seems like every interview is usually giving clues. Hi, you got a guest. Slicey. On this episode, Colombian sensation, Latin Grammy Award winner, Billboard chart-topping singer and songwriter Karol G gets bilingual in the kitchen with her big sister Jessica. Mind you, she says she gets bilingual in the kitchen with her big sister Jessica. Here's my left hand, my right hand, my legs, and my everything. As the pair makes pasta, they'll reflect on home, health, and the importance. And pepper for the sauce. I'm here just to show you the process because I'm super bad cooking. So today I'm just going to explain what she's doing her thing because she's the best. First, okay. Poco de pasta de tomate. I am from Colombia. I'm a really proud. Now you're gonna notice that her sister isn't gonna speak a lick of English. But yet, somehow, some way, Karol G learned very pretty. Like, I know a lot of people that are not from this country and they learn English, and it's nowhere near as good as Karol G. So she was very lucky to be able to not only learn English, unlike her sister, but be able to speak it very well, even better than her own native language, which she's Colombian. She speaks Spanish, but it's not as fluid as her sister. If you really pick up on how her sister speaks, you could tell she's a native of it. And if you pick up on how she's speaking in her different language, it sounds like she just knows a couple of things very easy. Khloe grew up rich. Even if you didn't grow up rich, usually in high school they make you pick up a language. Usually rich kids pick up languages before they're even like 2 or 3. So, you know, I wouldn't be shocked if she's able to pick up a couple of lines, but she's not fluid. She's not like, as you know, if you're not from there, you're never going to be able to speak as good. I even took I took Spanish classes. I took like 3 consistent Spanish classes, and I'm able to speak Spanish and understand. But I will never be able to keep up with anyone that speaks really fast and is very good at it, or be able to conversate with them because I'm not native to the language. But anyway, let's just keep it going.
And growing up in Colombia was the best thing that could happen in my life. We are super close with family. We celebrate like everything together.
Okay, did you catch that? She has 2 sisters, 2 older sisters. Who else has 2 older sisters? And she just so happened to be the biggest one. So she's the youngest, tallest sister. Her other 2 older sisters are smaller than her.
We celebrate like everything together. I'm the youngest of 3 girls, so I'm super happy because I had a great time with my sisters.
And who else has such a great time with their family?
I am from Medellin, Colombia. I'm a really
so who else has a great time with their family? It's gonna be a lot of similarities here.
That I got the love of music.
Okay, so you see.
That I got the love of music.
So you see, Karol G she might be from Colombia, but guess where she lives now? Okay? They always live in the same communities. They could literally walk down the block and play whatever role they need to play. You see how her sister is helping her when she speaks Spanish? And she kind of laughs because she doesn't know it as well as the other one. I mean, does it really sound like she's speaking broken English? This is the best English I ever heard. Someone that doesn't speak, that's not their native language. This is like really good. She did really well.
We used to act like we were like super millionaire girls.
Look how I am definitely going to show you. Look how she's holding the glass. I'm going to go over with Khloe, with her cocktails with Khloe. I mean, come on. You're going to identically see them hold the glass and everything the same.
And I'm going to live in my boat.
And you see how she said yacht in Spanish, but she barely got the word out, and then she said boat in English. She was like, forget the Spanish.
Girls talking about like, oh, I'm going to live in my yate, and I'm going to live in my boat. Yes. And I'm going to live in my
Sister don't know a lick of English, but she does. She knows it. She knows English better than her native language.
We used to build like camps or houses with chairs. ¿Te acuerdas cuando estabas pequeña que mi papá en todas las fiestas familiares se ponía a cantar y él tocaba un tamborcito? Yo tengo unos videos impresionantes.
I mean, her sister doesn't know English, and she clearly that's her native language.
Cuando estaba pequeñita, mi papá me ponía a cantar en todo. Hasta los velorios de los familiares, que sí, de verdad era horrible.
Okay. She said that was horrible. Like, I'm assuming she's talking about how she said that.
Because of the success of everything, so yeah, we have everything here for you. Te voy a entrevistar. ¿Qué ha sido lo más emocionante para ti a lo largo de tu carrera? Lo más especial?
Okay, she messed up right there. That's when I noticed that this lady was Khloe. This is when everything boiled right down, and I said, this is Khloe. Look, when she did that face, I said, they can't help themselves. They always do stuff that they always usually do. like as the real person, they always get caught doing it. And they try to stop in the middle of doing it because it's natural to them when you always do something. And then they be like, oh, that's not the right character. Let me stop. But it's too late. Like, I rewinded it because I said, did she just make that? And then mind you, look at her drink. She got like this little blinged out, you know, Khloe like the blinged out stupid stuff. And it has her name on it. It says like Karol G, and it's like a blinged out little like coffee mug or whatever. Yeah, very Khloe-ish. Look at her face. Look at this face. That is a Khloe face. Okay, and I'm gonna show you this Khloe face right here. Boom. I'm gonna show you that same Khloe face. Khloe does this face so often. She always like has this sarcastic situation going on with her sisters or whatever, when she's like, okay, and then she just like all sarcastic with that face, you know. And I'm gonna show you. She does it numerous times, and I'm gonna give you that in this video. Just let's go from there.
Damn, I can't get you right. I want to.
¿Qué ha sido lo más emocionante para ti a lo largo de tu carrera? Lo más especial.
In this moment, she was caught.
Ha sido un proceso super lindo. Like right now, I'm really grateful about my old experiences because, like, I used to hate them and I used to hate the process.
Now, do you hear what she said about her old life and her old experience? That she used to hate them? Let's rewind that.
But about my old experiences because, like, I used to hate them and I used to hate the process. But the process is like...
I mean, I think everybody know Khloe used to hate her old life. I mean, I really can't even wait. Like, literally, this used to be her. Okay? If anybody hated their old life and their old experience, it would have been this person. Okay?
And my belly is getting ready for these bad things that I'm going to eat right now.
Here you go, Khloe again. I rewinded it. She got caught again. She said, I'm about to go and eat these fat. Everyone knows Khloe has an issue with her weight. She doesn't want to eat anything fat. She doesn't want to. So here goes her blowing herself up again.
My heart is beating, and my belly is getting ready for these fat things that I'm going to eat right now.
Her and her belly is getting ready for these fat things she's about to eat right now. Khloe is worried. This is Khloe all the way. This is her personality. This lady doesn't know her, but this is supposed to be her sister. She don't know her.
Getting ready for these fat things that I'm going to eat right now.
I mean, come on. Come on. How many times I gotta tell you these characters have the same roles? Khloe has a show about losing weight, okay? Khloe has a show about cocktails and food. Khloe has and then she has a whole set where she did the cocktails, and Khloe wasn't her home. So just like they do it on set and they do all this stuff, this probably isn't her home either. Like, come on, like let's keep up with what they're doing here, people. This is Karol G. I'm gonna show some pictures now. Well, you know, if you want to hear some voice comparisons, I got some voice comparisons for you.
¿Te acuerdas cuando estabas pequeña que mi papá en todas las fiestas familiares se ponía a cantar y él tocaba un tamborcito? Yo tengo unos videos impresionantes de cuando estaba pequeñita, mi papá me ponía a cantar en todo, hasta en los velorios de las familiares, que sí, de verdad era horrible.
Yeah, I think she was talking about her
We're
Spanish.
getting that connection because of the success of everything, so yeah, we have everything here for you.
Ask you guys a question. If you guys have done it, you guys are going to have to act out what I tell you to act out. Oh, no. Okay. If you or your partner have ever me. So basically, I want to ask you guys a question. If you guys
Now,
have
I
done
put this video up mainly because if you're asking me where that Karol G lady butt went, well, where did Khloe butt go? Like, they have these huge butts whenever one day, and then other days their butts kind of don't look that big at all, you know? I mean, come on. You ask me where the Karol G lady butt is, where's Khloe butt? Like, right at this moment. And when she's standing up too, she doesn't really have any big butt going on. So these things are very interchangeable.
You want to talk about drunk stories? Games, and I wanted to do that.
Let's start with her videos.
We're in a controlled environment.
Now you see with her little glass.
We're in a controlled environment.
And my baby is getting ready for these bad things that I'm going to you right now.
Trust me, the voice is kind of similar. I'm not gonna keep gonna go back and forth, even though they try to.
But I got the love of music.
Gabs, she's exaggerating. Okay? No, I'm not kidding. I tweeted it. Remember, I was to get her off of me, and she would not leave me alone. The next morning, I had scratches
She's
down
already doing
my
the
hand
face.
that I
Look,
like.
right there.
Gabs,
There it
she's
goes.
exaggerating. Okay? No, I'm not kidding. I tweeted.
No, not this one.
And I decided, like, it was a brownie. His friend, he gave us like a little brownie when we walked in, and I generally don't like partake in that stuff. And
There, the face.
I decided.
There. And I'm gonna do a picture comparisons of that face that the lady messed up on.
Gabs. Not kidding. So you want to talk about drunk stories? Okay, tell your drunk story. Games, and I wanted to do that more in a controlled environment. Not kidding. So you want to talk about drunk stories? Gabs, she's exaggerating. Okay? No, I'm not.
And my baby is getting ready for these bad things that I'm going to you right
A step further, it's self-made all the way. And each episode will be filmed entirely by our guests, from slicing to selfies. On this episode,
poco de pasta de tomate. I am from Medellin, Colombia. I'm a really proud Latina girl. And growing up in Colombia was the best thing that could have.
Gabs, she's exaggerating. Okay? No, I'm not kidding. I tweeted it. Remember, I was to get her off of me, and
It's
she
really
would not
hard to
leave me
get the
alone.
voices next to each other, but yeah, let's move on. You know what? Just get to the pictures.
Not kidding. So you want to
Pictures is gonna give you a better visual. Let's just check her little video out first. This is Karol G video. Now, as you can see, she has the little pigtails, which Khloe does like. Then she has the braids, where Khloe loves her little braids. This is Khloe's swag. She swears she's like this is her swag. If she was ever to be a pop star, this would be it. You think a Colombian can't dance? Like, she's like sitting around doing all this annoying stuff. Like, yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, this is the face that I said, oh, this is, and look, her hair and everything. I mean, even the outfits, I mean, come on, this is obvious, okay? So, there goes the comparisons. I mean, Karol G on the left and Khloe on the right, making the same faces where she always does this sarcastic, like, face. I mean, I couldn't really, I didn't want to go through a lot of videos, so I just went through one video, and Khloe was just automatically making this face. So it's like, if I probably went through multiple videos, I mean, she probably been making this face a lot. And that's why once Karol G made this face, I was like, ugh, they just give themselves away with these mannerisms. It never fails. Yeah, here goes Khloe on the left and Karol G on the right. I mean, same pucker mouth. If you can't tell which one is which, then it's just proving my point even further. Okay. Here goes Karol G to the right, Khloe to the left. Multiple pictures looking like twinsies. I mean, are they related? Are they not related? They have a lot in common. They're the youngest, tallest sisters, and she likes to have a little cocktail. She makes a little sarcastic faces, and they grew up with a little happy life. They love their father. Karol G was gushing about her father through the whole time. Didn't hear a word about her mother. Khloe loves to make these faces. So she just gave it away. Now here goes Khloe with her little ponytails, as Karol G did in her video. Then remember the stupid looking braids. And And this definitely just looks like Khloe, period. Yeah, so, Khloe loves her little two pigtail braids. She does the little two pigtail things here too a lot. She told you this was her swag, little jumpsuit type things. She wore it in, oh God, I'm going too far. Sorry about that. Jesus Christ. This is not cool. 1 second. You know they're gonna be. I have other videos I'm trying to collab and do it quickly because of the mishap earlier. It took me so long to just upload that one video. So I'm just trying to hurry up and do this like this in my photo deck because I don't have time trying to upload it and do what I did before and it didn't upload. So I'm just making sure that you can hear my voice now and it's gonna upload the way how I need to upload. So I did do it through my photo album, this video. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have to spend much more time on this. I mean, look how she does with the cocktail. Everything she does, it was just very similar to the girl.
To get her off of me, and she would
now, mind you, I always try to go to like the Wikipedia, but I really don't go by this because they're liars. She was born February 14th. She's supposed to be 29, and they're saying she's 5'3". I mean, if you take a look at her in this video, it's clear as day. It's nothing 5'3" about her. There wasn't nothing 5'3" about her. Sorry. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that she's shorter than me. I'm like 5'4". I'm not getting 5'3" from her. 5'3" is pretty short. 5'4" is average. So for them to say she's 5'3" is a joke. Her sister looks like she's about 5'4". She looks about 5'5", 5'6", okay? Let's not even give her a 5. I'm not even giving her that 5'3". I'm not. So that's why I don't really like Wikipedia because it'll just give you anything. But mind you, she came out in 2006. Karol G with the K. And Khloe with the K. Their debut was around 2007, it says. I guess so. I'm just going to take their word for it that the show came out around that time. So, yeah, around the same time frame. These people are always around the same time frames. There's always like a year or two in between. I'm not sure what that means, what they do during that time frame, but I knew Khloe was probably going to most likely play a dual role because they always have her in the media dogging her out. Like, guys are always just doing her wrong. And, you know, the humiliations is the way how they get their pyramid rising up the pyramid. Like, I don't know what it is about that. I guess because the more drama and embarrassing things come out about you, the more views and more influences you have on people doing stupid stuff like you or being insecure woman, like how they have her depicted as. They want more people out there to be insecure and running back and forth and having guys cheat on. You know, they want people to be like them, so they push these things out and have them get rewarded for putting themselves out there like that. And I'm assuming that they rewarded Khloe with that. And like I said, they have them work a lot. They're just working. Khloe, what was Khloe doing cocktails with Khloe for? Like, what was the point of that? And then while she was doing cocktails with Khloe, she had like a workout show as well. She's working. Like, they got her working. Okay, these people are working.
Gabs.
They are working.
You guys a question if you guys have done it.
And I really shouldn't have to take this long on this video because as soon as I show people the picture of this lady, they were like, yeah, what's Khloe? No one knew. Everyone just thought it was Khloe. You know, they had no idea who she was, Karol was, and they thought it was Khloe off the back. So this one was a no-brainer. I just wanted to make sure all the other attributes was there. So I wanted to see her, how she talked and how she acted, and it was just right there. Everything matches up. So they're saying Khloe is 36 and this girl is 29. It's not a big difference, like a 5-year gap. I always say 5-year gap is not a big deal. So, you know, you can't really tell a difference of that kind of age gap. But as I stated, it really don't matter about the age or the height because they just change things up. As you can see, the Khloe G girl in the video, her face is compromised. I mean, it looks like she's heavily masked up, you know, like she got a lot of prosthetics going on the forehead. She's always like look at her color. Her color is like a more orangey color from her sister. It's like a lot, like her sister's face and forehead is just so normal. And then here comes this looking face. Very different looking faces. You could tell when somebody's masked up. You know, you can tell when somebody is masked up that she has such a regular face. And then it's this face that looks like it's just heavily makeup. Just look like she has heavy makeup, heavy this, heavy that, when it should be looking a little light, like the sister. You know, look how average this face looks. Then here goes this compromised, shiny, glistening face. Chin looks a little wobbled. You know, chin looks wobbled. Things are going, it just always looks janky, you know. The fake people with their little prosthetic add-ons and stuff, it always looks janky. They're saying Khloe is 5 foot 10. But then they say, oh, she says on her Twitter she's 5'9.5". So they're playing with these heights. You know, if the girl is like 5'6" and she's like 5'9", that's close to the height of whatever they are together. I don't know. To sum it up together, because I mean the coincidences of what I just showed you guys, I mean, I don't see how they are not twins or the same people, because they should hang out then. They have so much in common. They should just be friends. Because I don't think every video that I do is so unique, but these two people are always very unique together. Every group has their own storyline that just matches to a T. So this is all I have for you. I'm going to try to see what I could do with the other videos. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a good night.